Alright, so this is like my third time making this vid, but basically, so like I have my iPad next to me, and like everything I'm about to say is basically like written down, you feel me? Like, I'm gonna go off of it how I feel, you know what I'm saying, like get into it, but I'm reading it because I have like moments where just things come to me. I just wanted to write this down, so I wrote this down like a minute ago, like probably like, no funny, sometime probably like last month, probably like early last month, but I don't know, but I just wrote everything down. I like revised it. Last time I was gonna make this, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it, whatever. Felt like today's a great day, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, this was on my mind. I revised it a little bit more this morning, so I'm gonna just get into it. So I'm gonna be basically reading it though, you know what I'm trying to say? Usually it's like I have a topic and I'll bulletin points, and then like I'll just speak on it. Like you'll see, but basically I'm gonna do it the best I can, but still be me. But the thing with me too though is I basically type right like as I speak, you know what I'm trying to say? So like I'm gonna be reading it and I'm gonna be talking like as me, and like same thing, but just bear with me, you know what I'm trying to say? Because there might be times where I'm going off on something else and then I'm trying to find back where I'm reading, and you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna edit and do all that other stuff, type of stuff, but like, you know what I'm saying? Just bear with me, but just remember that I'm reading it though, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Be mindful if I'm like looking up here a long time, just talking to you, and just listen to the message, you feel me? So this is more so kind of like, the more sex talk-ish. I talk about other things too, but you'll just see as we go down more into it, but it's more so like the importance, a little deeper side, like the mentality wise and all those things, you know what I'm trying to say? Just, you'll just see as we go. I'm just literally just reading off of just what I had. Like, I'm not trying to start this any other way. I'm not trying to start this different, just how I had it to how I ended it, and I'll just say things in between, you feel me? Obviously. But basically I was just like, if I ever seemed nervous pulling up on a girl, it was really cause at the moment I wasn't trying to really be me and say what I want to and push the sexual tension. Cause you feel me? Cause when you pull up, you always like pushing like the little more sexual tension, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a part of the game. That's a part of like doing what you do, you feel me? So like, but as I explained, I said, so I would be in like a mental battle for it, but you would never know. Besides me being like a little nervous, like you could, if you see me obviously a little nervous, you probably can tell that I'm thinking things or whatever. But because, and I say, cause maybe you give me real good girl vibes, I'm holding back straight heat. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like sometimes like it's different. Like every guy knows, obviously, like, you're you and you pull when you do, but then there's just like those, I don't know if you, well, I feel like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's not like a guilt, like, damn, I shouldn't be talking to you like this. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know what it is. It's just, I guess just random times, just the vibe of it or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But you just, you know, if you know, like, you know the times to do what. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know one for you, like, you just, I don't know, if you know what to say, what to do. Like, you know how to feel it out, and you know, like, how to maneuver with it. You know what I'm trying to say? And I ain't gonna lie to you, it is, I'm not gonna say it's rare for me to get nervous, because like no matter what, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm confident in myself. I do what I do when I pull out. I'm confident, not saying I'm never gonna be a little nervous like when I talk to you, you know what I'm trying to say? Like that's not the like obviously, but for the most part nah. But like if I am, it's cause I guess I feel it's something different. Obviously it has to be something like that, yeah. But that's rare. But also, no matter what though, when I know you're interested, I won't lie, in my head, okay, and this part I'm talking about, like, you, once again, like how I say in all the other videos and all the other things, like when I speak, I don't compare myself to nobody. I usually just talk through my experiences, you feel what I'm saying? Like, so I just push it through that, because I don't like, it's mad things begin to, but I'm not saying that. But just for instance, I was saying, where was I? But when you pull up to the show, you know when she's like instant for real or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? That you can, it's all just about everything. Once again, it's part of the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do what you do. So you can tell when instant for real. So for me, it's like, and once again, it's not like I'm Mr. Bag them all up and like, you know what I'm saying, bag whoever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like most niggas that just be feeding, they do what they do. You know what I'm saying? I actually get what I want. You know what I'm saying? I have deeper experience. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not the same to be fiending, or like, not even just, I don't want to say fiending, but like, I've matured up to a level to where it's like, as we'll explain deeper, that it's just not that it's just the same. Like it's natural for us to wanna, you know what I'm saying? We're always gonna get aroused. We have higher sex drives than women, of course, all the other things. But like at the end of the day, but when you really know between the feelings of like casual sex and then when you actually like them, you actually, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole different levels and whole different, and eventually, and then look, too much of anything is not good, you know what I'm saying? And addiction is in forms of different little ways and all these other things, but then also like, it's like, what are you really addicted to? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, we'll get into more of that. But basically, I was saying in my head also with me, just like me being a mental battle also. Like, it's like you pull up, you know what I'm saying, you know they interested, like, you know what I'm saying, it already is what it is, so you know how it's gonna go, right? It's not like, it's like when I say this next part, like when I say like, but like, it's like, damn, can we like hurry this up, right, and whatever. Like, I'm not being dead ass, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like, but part of me feels like that, cause like, you know, cause now it's like you gotta get to know them a little bit, you gotta like learn you gotta do all this stuff, you know what I'm trying to say, and it's like, you're gonna do that, but it's just like when you've been through and you've done it so much, you've been through it so many times, all those other things, it's like obviously a part of you's gonna be like, damn, like, you know what I'm trying to say. But and then also another part is just like when you pull up, it's cause one, it's usually obviously, like, you know what I'm saying, majority of the times out of lust, you feel me? And then like as you get more experience, you know what I'm trying to say, like another part of me would just like, damn, like you would just hope every time you pull up low key, like you would be like, oh, it's not like boring or like the same as all these other, like usually are mentality wise, like personality wise, boring or the same, like, so it's just like, like you don't even know what you're about to go into, like, you know what I'm just saying, like that could possibly damage some things, like, you know what I'm saying, but like I don't know, it just plays out the same way for the most part. I was like, cause I said, cause it's easy to entertain women, but I'm on a different level. So you can be bad, but dub so quick after the first nut. Like that's what I'm basically saying. Like, what did I just read? Cause I was like, cause it's always either like when you just fun create, like you can always entertain women. Like you can be born like, it's like there's so many, like you're lucky, like you're just lucky you're sexy. You feel me? Like you're just lucky you're sexy because like either it's born or it's like annoying or it's just like something extra. And I really don't like. It started early with me. Just really don't tolerate extra nonsense and BS. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's really a turn off for me. No funny. But yeah, but it's like it really don't matter what you look like, what you got, because like we do, you feel me? But it's like, bro, after, if it's nothing like that connection, if something was there for a long time, especially with me, it was just like, bro, it was scary. Like I talk about other videos too, but like it's scary. Like, you know, it's like, okay, you might 2-3 times, sometimes, you know what I'm trying to say, might beat it again, but like sometimes the first, just like, damn, like, yeah, nah, there's just nothing here. And I was like, and that truly was the problem in many ways, which obviously it was. If I mostly lusted for you, it just couldn't work. It didn't matter who you were or what you got. Plus, during those periods in time, even I wasn't truly ready for a relationship. So even if we were talking, I was jacking you more. I don't know, extra BS and nonsense. I was explaining all that. It was just a turn off for me. And unfortunately, it's not hard for me to get beautiful women. And in no way am I saying I get them all. I get dubbed for real, probably different reasons from you though. So chill. And all women are beautiful, but the ones y'all call 10s, I'm calling a 7. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's also with that too, like I said, in those periods of times, I also too wasn't trying to look for no relationship. So even if it was a little more, which is like, it had to be something unique. Like that's what I'm usually used to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some way of shape or fashion. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, shit don't excite me the same, if that can make sense, in some way or fashion. You know what I'm trying to say? Majority of dudes, they can call a girl like 10 and like I would think like 7. You know what I'm trying to say? Because they don't have the variety experience. When you really experience unique, you really took chances, some certain things, and this, then the third, and like I don't know, like experience wise, like nah, yeah, it's just, I think that's why I think like that now, for real though, to be honest. Obviously it has a big point of it, but yeah. And I said, and don't get it twisted, when I run down some one of a kind of experience, I love women, because I do, because I'm not gonna lie, because like it's fun talking to them, bro. Like it's just right now I'm in the point where it's just like, because I was, for the most part, if you weren't like someone I grew up with or like a close friend in some way, through some way or fashion, for real, for the most part, like you just weren't, I just didn't have females as friends. I never seen the point of it. I never really wanted to, because the ones you would have, or you just be around that were kind of friends or whatever, like you just saw that they're weird. It was just annoying. It was always a thing. Now I'm like, I'm already majority of the time hang with females, but talking to them, messing with them and stuff like that. So it's like, I already know how that goes. And then I'm one of those dudes that like I'm not being your friend, because then like when it started getting later down, like before it was still the same vibe, but then it got even probably worse when it started like I think when I started getting smoking for real, I think like early senior year, because before that it was mostly just you were with the bros, or I would just hang with shorty, and if you were with the bros or something, or like group of friends hang out and all this other stuff, it was just like that. And if I seen you as that, I wasn't really my same charm, like flirty or like whatever self, because it was like I don't know, it was just I didn't see a point to it. I don't know, that had to be something with me from young. Like that shit should have been like an early sign of like sex addiction or something, because it was just like, yo, if I didn't see me having sex with you for real, mostly like it wasn't that I didn't want no time with you. It was just I was just chilling around you, because it was like, it's just like my thing was just, it was fun. Like I always like that, like it's fun just talking to women, it's just fun, just charming, just being fun, just like joking around, just just doing me, I don't know, and just like I don't tolerate nothing either, so it's just, I don't know, it just be fun, bro. Like it just be fun for the most part. But then where did I oh yeah, then I said, and then when it came to fam and any other woman, when it came to any other woman like fam or cool friend at the moment, I'm real unique, energetic, and in no way does my mind even think about sex with specific people, especially related, or if we're real cool, I'm in full control. Not that that's deep in me. I have to think. No, it's that deep in me that I don't even have to think about not thinking about it. You kidding me? Like, nah, like it literally comes to that though. Like that's what I'm saying. It's just, I think my parents, of course, because it's not like we're on some no weird, how can they, man? I will say Alabama shit for now, you know what I'm trying to say? But like with me, it's definitely how I raised. Like now, when it comes to family, or like if I seniors close to me or anything, like bro, it's not even a thought. Like I'm not thinking. Like it was like my mind. It's like with me with a lot of things, I don't know what it is. I swear on everything, I'm not bipolar or nothing crazy. Like it's never like, so it's like I control everything. I'm in control of my things. But like when it comes to certain things, like it's like a switch, bro. Like it's like especially with family and all that, it's like there's no way. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like it just forever, you know what I'm trying to say? But then it's like, if you're not, I'm mad with you, it's like it's some comps, or like obviously if you're a guy and stuff like that, like because you can joke, you can have different times chill with your boys and all this other stuff and do whatever you do, but then just having a girl, because they provide the lust part, the sex, like, you know what I'm saying, but that's not all they're good for. It might make it seem like that how way I'm speaking about it, but like, it's fun, cool conversations, the things y'all do, the thing. But when it's like when y'all like fucking each other, is cool, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like, why have girls as friends when you can have, I don't want to say it in a weird way, but when you can have a bunch of girls and just like be doing stuff with a man, like it just be the activity that's your shorties, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just get into that mentality, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it too deep into that right now. It's just like how I'm just seeing it at the moment, you know what I'm saying? For anybody else that maybe thinks like that, because I don't know. And on top of that, I understand. Like I always say, I understand. Well, I'm not gonna start saying I understand for other dudes and all this. I guess again, I said I like to speak through my experiences and what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's different. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because like might be beneficial here, but I might lack in this area. You might be be beneficial in something I lack, and I might lack something beneficial. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so it's like you just gotta speak on your stuff, and just if you connect and relate, you connect and relate. But then when I was saying, like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't have to think about that at all. Like, it's not even a question for real. It was also to shoot, I lost. Oh, but it was just with me, especially even with family. Like, it's just with me, I just can't be bored to have like regular conversation. You know what I'm trying to say? And like even before I started getting more serious into like learning like deeper things, all those other things. Like, I don't know, like that was just me always, you know, just that was another part that helped me play it out and getting women, you know, so just very creative, like things to say, just talk about random ass things, like talk about anything, just like got stories, like, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, I don't know, but it's, you gotta feel the vibe of the conversation too. Sometimes you're trying to do different, but you know what I'm trying to say, you gotta, it's things that go into it, and I don't always want to be that person that, you know what I'm saying, even though I could have that leading personality to it, it's just sometimes maybe I just want to chill out, or maybe like if you want to talk, like just start chit-chatting, like I can finagle, like I can do that, like, you know what I'm trying to say. But it's like for me to always initiate, it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's not, it just has its times. If I'm gonna associate with you, don't mean I don't love you or nothing, and not that I can't have a simple regular conversation, obviously, which I can, but I really rather prefer interesting or just or what's up, hug and kiss, whatever, and just keep it moving, or if I'm just chilling in silence, or maybe we can watch something with me, or just we play a game, like we could play games or something, like, you know what I'm saying, in some type of way or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Small talk just really isn't for me, without a true purpose, like, you know what I'm trying to say. Also, it's too from what I adapted when I was young. I could see why when I have a girl's friend, it was more so like, I understand there was definitely benefits to doing it, but at the same time, it just that with me young, when you bad girls, and then like when girls like you, what they really will do for you, and like all these other things, like that type of life got more. I got accustomed to that life way more. So it was like, to me, it was like having female friends. Like, nah, if anything, the girl I'm talking to, like, you know what I'm trying to say, is like my friend. You know what I'm saying? Say friends with benefits, whatever you want to call it, extra, but it's like, it's extra. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like, why? You know what I'm saying? If anything, you got your boys for any of the other reasons. But I understand. But now, like, being older, obviously, we're all humans. We're all one. We're all family. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's equal thing. So it's different to an extent. You know what I'm trying to say? How I see it. But besides all that, anyway, I'm ready to have a girlfriend for real now at this point. So it's like, a wife for real, I should say. So it's like, that could be my best friend and everything. So it's like, we'll see. I don't even know if I'm really trying to even think about no female friends for real. It could start, well, you know, that's actually a funny thing I should say, because all my girlfriends that I've had, it was like, I wonder if I can count my girlfriends on like one hand. No funny, like actual girlfriends, like they all start off as friends. And that was one thing with me too. Because I could just do what I do, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it would always be like, yo, if I actually really liked you and was lit, like, and I like, it's weird for all them too. I would always had it set like in my mind from the jump. Like, I just knew it was like, yo, I want this, like, to my girl. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, but it would dead ass. I would tell him, and it would always start off like, yo, I dead wanted to start off as friends with you, work to best friends. Then we could date, friends with benefits, date or whatever that heck, you know what I'm trying to say? Then like, if it's cool, like, then we become boyfriend, girlfriend. Like, it does be steps. Like, I did make sure it was steps. I'm still on that, but it's after years of like, to this point now, I just turned 25 for real. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like after years of all that, you know what I'm saying? I've been starting a lot of this earlier, you know what I'm trying to say? But this year, 2023, it's like, I can't front on that. Like, I faithfully made that official December of last year, but like, we're not having sex till marriage. We've been doing a lot. We've been changing a lot. We found God's commandments in many ways for years. We're serious about there doing all other things. We worked through other things to get.
Hey, yo, charge me up.
Yeah, you feel me? I said it don't really have to be a high and by all the time. I just like to be that person that's like if you want something different, like, that's what me, like, if you truly do, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like, not just on some, like, oh, like, you trying to just be on some simple different thing, like, you know what I'm saying, let's do something different. Like, you're really like, say you're with like a group of people, you know what I'm saying, you're having conversation, now you want to do something random and just different, like, yo, let's go do something, like, not, it doesn't have to be wild, it's just that's my type of personality. Or if you want to talk, it's more like, okay, what's something that I can either learn from you can learn from me, or like, not necessarily, but we have to learn from each other, or like doing something, like, what's something interesting to talk about, not the simple NPC or nosy conversations, you know what I'm saying, or just regular stuff. I don't know, like, you know what I'm trying to say? It's just, that's what it is though. And it's not different, but it's like, if I see that, I like being that person that's just like, you know what I'm saying, like, when it's time for that chilling or not, I can chill, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I like to just be around, just feel the vibe, just be around the good energy, even though of course I'd be a part of it and I contribute and I have my time too, but it's not like I'm sitting there the whole time, no matter where I'm at, no matter if it's with family, no matter with friends, I'm not the whole time like trying to do what I do, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my chill moments, I'm gonna have my just butting moments, and then I'm gonna have my times where it's just like if you really like, I'm around, like, I'm chilling, like, just if you really want to like conversate, let's talk about something different. If you really want to do something different, let's, you know what I'm saying? So, and then if anything, after, like, you know, you're done chilling with me, like, go back to doing what you're doing, like, I'm straight, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm telling you, a lot of things, shoot, I remember hearing it so much growing up too, and just like all these other things, like, shoot, I still get called baby now, but it's crazy, but I'm a grown ass man, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be doing my thing, but but it's like, so many things too you do learn as you get older though. Like it's just like your mental changes. I'm telling you, it's a journey too. Like you think of things different situations help you think of things different, or like this, that, and the third. So like I don't know, you just it's different, bro. Like I don't know. I know I got old soul for real, and we do, but I don't know. It's just everything makes, if you stick to what you do and like you pay attention, everything makes sense. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Everything does make sense. It does. I've been hanging with different ones. And I don't know, I learned a long time ago, a lot is not that serious to me, especially, you know what I'm saying, follow the model, you know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. Wait, was that one right? Okay, wait. It was this one. My fault with that one. But, I don't know, I learned a long time ago, it's not that serious to me, especially with older family. At least with me, you can't talk about a lot of things I'd like to, but I can talk about whatever. It just can't seem simple to me. I don't know, that's something I'm working on too. Like, you know what I'm trying to say too? And that too, like, especially me speaking about my age thing, like, that, I don't know, especially when it comes to family too, though. It's like, you have some, but it's not like, my family's kind of different. Like, I have a more, like, my mom's side is like a more whole, like, Christian side. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? That's how they're raised, like, brought up, all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Say, great people, of course, love them, you know what I'm saying? And then my dad's side is like, but it's weird. But then my mom's a Christian side, but they're all like a very hood, like, lifestyle and upbringing and moving in Jamaican and straight from Jamaica from young ages. Like, you know what I'm saying? My dad's side from Jamaica, young ages too. You know what I'm trying to say? Also hood upbringing. So that's with the family, but I don't believe they're more religious, not as much, but cool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's nothing crazy. And okay, that's what I'm trying to think of. Everybody's kind of like distant and more so, like, everybody kind of lives one place. So, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not too, like, it's like when we all hang out, it's time. Okay, so and then working on 2, so I gotta get to work because it's not all fun and games always, are fun, unique convos, but also serious, high intelligent, real issues, real problems, or real unique things to discuss or learn. Little more, but from knowing all of this, it hit me a little bit ago. This is why I would have friends everywhere for real, but never really put effort into hanging with them all of the time, because it's so many different ones. I'd rather just stick to the nearest, because didn't feel like going a little distance, because, you know what I'm saying, it could always range from, like, you have the nearest ones, and then, like, a few people live maybe like 20, like, you know what I'm saying, you got people that live like 20-30 minutes away here and there, maybe even like little 15, but it's just like, you know what I'm trying to say, and it depends on what you were doing out there. And I'm telling you, like, when COVID hit, that was probably the first time, 2020, I ever had to really stay inside. I was usually always outside, no funny. And then, like, after that, it just started getting slow. I was trying to be more cautious and all that other things. Like, you know, it was calm, but it was so weird, though. So, like, times like that where I would think about, bro, I would always, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, I have a lot of more, like, instead of, like, I could say hardcore friendships, it was a lot of more, like, because of who I am, just as a person, just having fun, just do what I do, or, like, be how I be. Like, I have a lot of more, like, you have a great time with me that day, or whenever we hang out, or that moment, or at that time, or whatever, and I probably didn't see you again, like, for a minute, or, like, maybe hung out with you, like, again, like, afterwards, like, you know what I'm trying to say, maybe another time, but it wasn't, like, you know what I'm trying to say, and then that was usually it, because it's, for me personally, like, bro, it could be, I'm not gonna start listing areas and places and all these other things, because it doesn't really matter, but you know what I'm saying, but it was, like, in my head, it's not that necessarily trying to keep things fair, it was more so just, like, damn, if I really had this prayer, that action, I said nah here now, or, like, I hit this person up, they were busy that time, but then I want to, and it would be mad. So I was just like, like, not that I was thinking about it too much, but it would just be like, I felt like chilling, smiles, like, it was like I could, but it was like I got niggas that's like fake right here. So it's like it'll just see. But then it was like time would just be fun. I don't know, life just be going on, bro. Like I'm telling you, it would always be something. And then on top of that, that's where I'm saying all that mostly just to like to hang with, like, if anything, boys, bro, like niggas, like, you know what I'm trying to say? My fault. I said it's boys. Sounds crazy when I say that, because I'm not trying to say niggas, bro, for real. I'm not even trying to say that anymore. But it's like my guys, you know what I'm trying to say? But then other than that, if I'm not hanging with them, nigga, it's girls, you know what I'm trying to say? Because whoever I'm talking to at the moment, whoever, you know what I'm saying, missions on this, like, I'm outside, bro. Like, I'm going, bro, it's everywhere. And if I'm sometimes gotta go home, bro, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Chill home, I have work, like, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like between mad things, it's like, bro, it's like there's just, if I ever have time to want to chill with a nigga, bro, one of my boys, one of my guys, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like, bro, I'm just like, yo, bro, not that who's nearest, but like, bro, who can, like, you know what I'm trying to say? But it's like, what can we do that's, I don't know, it's weird, because it's like, at the same time, it's not the same thing as, like, you couldn't just go drive real quick, but it's just like, I don't know, it'd be, I'll say, plus at times, in my head, I'll feel bad linking these other people, but not all these others, and I wasn't really keeping the balance, so stopped hanging with most unless once in a blue moon, or see him when I see him. As time went on and elevated more, I just felt myself drifting, as on zooming, drifting and draining myself for a number of reasons, hanging with same people. So to truly keep it fair all around, I stopped hanging with anyone, because I finally fully realized, even since probably middle school, but chose not to accept it, I'm just not meant to be tied in a group. I'm just the following, enjoy positivity and fun. Everyone deserves to experience. Everyone has the same mindset, soul, genuine love, purpose, and opportunity as me, and don't speak like me and just not me. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it just comes to that, because that's what I'm saying. Because majority of my time, bro, like I said, it was I do be adventuring, but it was like work. Well, I'm thinking when I say that, I started working at 16. Before that, it was really just, if you talk to, hang with your niggas, you have your times, but then if not, work, girls, and just doing different stuff, bro. I'm telling you, like, it could be 1 minute. Shit, bro, I don't even want to start saying too much for real. But bro, your day can just be, you never know what can happen in a day. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, in every day, I don't know. God shows me things super early, and how people change how they act because of many reasons, and I can know it all, but because I care for all, and probably a little more, if I decide to put time into you, I try to blind myself from it, causing me to drain myself, because I'm on hold on. And I think things just start getting like dull at like some point, because like it was just all these things, like it was so, not that it was so easily accessible, but it was like, you know what I'm trying to say, it just wasn't the same type of experiences, you know what I'm trying to say? So then I don't know, and I was always kind of the type that kind of got bored of things. Not quick, honestly, I can't really say that. It wasn't OD, it would be certain type of things. But then I guess at certain, because my fault, there was a part before this, I'm not even going to read that, but I don't really know what the fuck it said. But so I blind myself from it, causing me to drain myself, because I want to just have fun and good times, and don't feel like meeting new people at the moment. And on top of that, I get girls for real, so then I could always just get love there plus sex. So it was like, for a long time, I never really got to a point where I just truly wanted more and see it differently, especially from like 12, all the experiences, all I've done and seen all around, and see all around I've done and had it, till one day at some point, I don't know if it was like the middle of 2019 or a little before, life just started to feel real dull. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I just knew there was really way more even for me, and that's when the true elevation started taking place, when I started seeking it for real and getting closer to God. And everything takes time is a true understatement for real, and God's timing is always perfect. Trust that for everything, not just so many things, but legit any and everything. Okay, and I have here in parentheses, now just talk on sex, like, you know how it feels, addiction. What is this? For me, addiction was never, I gotta have sex with anything and everything or pay for vagina. I get what I want and can get But my problem was once I do my addiction, what? I think what I was trying to say there was, because I do have an experience with unique women, you know what I'm trying to say? No funny. Is that obviously I'm not trying to go after, I don't even know if I add this in because I don't even know, I didn't even explain it right here. Was once I do my addiction, that's really all I was trying to do, so I could even maybe make myself feel a little uncomfy because of the urges. Okay, so I don't know what the heck I said there for real, but it feels like what I was trying to say was, and I do my thing, you know what I'm trying to say, like once upon a time, and like, well, I still do, it's just a different way now. Y'all gonna see more in the videos, you know what I'm trying to say, and all that. It's just a different learning type experience, but I'm looking for that vibe for real, dead ass. It's gotta be, I don't know what necessarily I'm looking for, but I'm not gonna find it by not continuing to bag women, you know what I'm trying to say, like, you know, like I said, I don't know necessarily, but you know, I'm feeling for something, like it's a feeling for something. I'm feeling for something that God knows, so we'll leave it to him, you know what I'm trying to say. That feeling I'm gonna feel it when I feel you. Yeah, feel me, like, and then I said, and then when once I do my addiction, I think I meant to say once I knew my addiction, like, it was more so like, trust me, like I said, I love women, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's not like it's one of those weird ones where it's like, oh, I love women, like, you know what I'm saying, and they going crazy and they're weird and they're creeps and all that. It's like, no, like, I'm me still at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm just saying, like, I'm just real nigga, do what I do, like, you know what I'm trying to say. But it's like, yeah, like, I'm not explaining other than that, but you're not a weirdo if any of that makes sense. But then I was saying, like, my addiction was that too, but it was also, I don't know, I think I just liked genuinely, like, obviously, to be real and get deeper with this, like, obviously nutting is like a very, very pleasurable experience, you know what I'm saying, like, it's gift from God, we shouldn't be wasting it. It's spiritual connections, all these other things, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like, but I think it was getting to a point to where I was getting addicted to just that, cause it would be like, yo, this I don't want to just necessarily say watching a woman pleasure me, because I'm the type of dude where I love head, you know what I'm saying, especially from a woman, you know what I'm trying to say, like, we got nowadays times, be careful with everything you freaking say from a woman, because it was just like, I don't know, I just love the internet, just feeling that, and then, or when you're just loving on a woman, you know what I'm trying to say, it's just, I don't know, it's like, you see, I'm trying to explain it right now, like, I don't know, but it's just like a whole different world you just get into, you know what I'm trying to say, like, and the feelings and just, but at the end of the day, it wasn't really anything other than just like, it was like, as you're not just like what I'm seeing, it was like, be like what I'm seeing, you know what I'm trying to say, it would just started getting like, that was starting to be the addiction for real, you know what I'm trying to say, if that makes sense. So nutting was, because that does make sense, nutting was more so the addiction, but it wasn't really because I haven't masturbated like stupidly long, like, could probably be dumb, I don't even know, I could say years, you know what I'm trying to say. So it's like, it's not nutting and just from that, like, you know what I'm trying to say, it's from like, it's literally just the package, if I could say, like, it's literally just the package of like nutting, and then just what you're seeing, the extra feeling if you're inside, either way, like, you know what I'm trying to say, like, all that stuff, like, and then after like that was over with, and like, you know what I'm saying, like, after like that was over with, and like now it's over, like, you're chilling, like, it was always like even sometimes I'll be doing, sometimes I'll be smacking, I'm telling you, sometimes I'll be smacking so funny, and I'll be like, I mean, hitting up like, bro, this is like, bro, it could be bro, I'm telling, I can't say, I'm not trying, you know what I'm trying to say, but like, lit, like, body lit, like, everything chilling, you smacking it, it's just like, bro, this y'all not even that serious, like, this is stuff I'll be saying in my head to myself sometimes, like, yeah, this y'all like, that's like, you know what I'm saying, not that like, it was whack, it's just like, in my head, I'm like, thinking like, sex isn't even that serious for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be thinking of sometimes. But then you get back in the mode and like, I don't say, but then after it's over, like it's crazy where obviously you would say like post nut clarity and all that other stuff, but like it's not as different because then like it could be the slightest thing. It's like I can't even, for a little while I couldn't even really push myself to have the extra energy to even entertain you at this point. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? And that's why I knew it started to get bad. I was like, okay, this is, because I had phases of time like this, but I gotta change something up. And then slowly, and then we started this year, and we've been chilling. Yes, sir. Thank you, Jesus. Facts. That is. And then there were some rare ones, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a nice number of rare ones that's like, well, it was more a little tolerable because, like, they kind of became, the relationship you would have with them, it was more so not trying to be on some relationship shit or like we're talking. It was more so like a real best friendish, like, you know what I'm trying to say, best friend with benefits type of thing, you know what I'm trying to say? But it was, I don't know if particularly, but that's what I'm saying, neither was really looking for the relationship. It was just really like a real like best friend type of, you know what I'm trying to say, best friend type of, like, best friend with benefits type of thing, you know what I'm trying to say? But it was just where every time I wouldn't necessarily expect sex or something because I could just hang with you for a bit or maybe take you to work or something, but would be lying if I wasn't selfish, because most of the time I knew I was getting something, like they were honestly down if I wanted to, like it was just like, you know what I'm trying to say, it wasn't a question. Smoke me up, caught me food, a lot of times, not just with the best friends thing, but it's just like, I don't know, that's what I'm saying, with girls, even with that too, you gotta understand and be mindful of them, because they always like to have feelings, they always have that interplay, so like you always be mindful of that. But when they like you, like, bro, they do a lot. I can't lie to you, like, I don't know what it is, like, I do what I do, but I guess I could just say I'm just being a guy, like, I'm just pin it on that. But it's not just for this one thing, but it's like, bro, sometimes, bro, do you know how many times, like, just go out driving, do what you do, and your dad's about to go catch your car, and it was always like, that's one thing, that's why I always had to talk about my experience in my life, because it's like, it's just, I guess, I don't know what it would do, but it's just like, I would want to say that females would always want to pay for your gas. Like, that's not something that, like, I could feel like I could say faithfully out in the world, and people just could be like, easily want to be like, oh yeah, like, yeah. Like, that's something I could dare be like, bro, like, like females usually always want to pay for your gas. No funny. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is. You know what I'm trying to say? I didn't say something which made it more time, and then do all the above, you know what I'm saying, or just they just do all the above. Like, they, long story short, if they really jacking you, bro, they spend it better than you, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. If they really jacking, they spend it better than you, bro. Like, I ain't gonna front. Like, if a female's really jacking, she's spending better than you, bro. Like, you could have bread, bro, and yeah, it's just funny, bro, because it's just funny, bro. Oh my god. It's just funny. Time I care for him. Live, I didn't say I like it. Maybe more time. Okay. Say me lying if we talk, care for him. Maybe both could never care for him. Maybe we both knew we could never date, nor was I ever truly flirting. Barely ever did that. So sometimes I caused myself to be uncomfy in the head. It's because I was just addicted to watch real cute baddies pleasuring me, and after you do, I can be focused in me for real with you. If at that level with me, if not, I really just didn't care afterwards. It's not that serious unless you like them for real. What it's generally doing to you mentally, spiritually, drugs plus sex, human nature, all of it's a test. The thoughts you get randomly and push them out. Fun to be real with someone about it. Final temptation. Okay, it's just a thing you gotta control. Like, it's really something you just have to control. If you just don't think about it, it's not serious. Like, and then like ejaculating is not like you have to go pee, you have to go number 2. You know what I'm just saying? It's not like something where when you feel it, like it's something that's gonna have to come out. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's something you can literally, like, you're most likely causing it. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, just get your mind straight out of it and control, and like just unclear your mind. And plus, when you're drinking, the smoking, like, these things encourage and push these things forward. So like it doesn't help with that, like constantly what you see, like social media, or like what you're thinking about when you see a woman, like, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna make it difficult, it's gonna make it hard. Like, bro, that's why it's like it's better to have your one woman, because like there's a lot of connections. Like, I've been in love one time before, you know what I'm trying to say, and I'm glad I experienced it early too, you know what I'm trying to say. Everything was there was just like way early in the experience. But like, bro, like, I'm not saying there hasn't been other girls I've said that I really liked on top of that too. Like, it gets to points and levels and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, like, y'all over here talking about look for things you don't even know how to really feel, like how to really get in there mentally, how to really mind F. I don't want to say the word, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you don't know how to feel something really like trigger in your partner. Like, you don't know how to really, like, I'm not saying control it, but know how to literally communicate through, like, when you build that connection, like, you have it, like, it's like on some real, bro. Like, that's when the main point of it, like, that's when you sex, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's why I feel like all time, like, it's kind of getting to a point, but it's like at the same time I'm very, very picky guy. So it's like it throughout the time I'm good at what I do and it's gonna be lit for you. I want to say a big ass word right now, like it's gonna be lit for you, you know what I'm trying to say? Definitely. But then it's like when it comes to me, like, it's gonna be lit, but it's like I've always kind of, I guess, little by little as time was going, I was seeking that higher ass level feeling again, you know what I'm trying to say? But at the same time, it can get deeper into that. But and it just sounds crazy. When you think about it, I'm thinking like, yeah, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it gets crazy. And then when I think about like how it led up to like this point now, and just how I started slowing down, just like to literally like this year, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's crazy thinking about it in a way. Cause like, why is drag? Like, it's like so many things we do, like we're doing it for no reason, bro. Like, we're doing it for like, a lot of it's ego things, a lot of it's ego in some ways, pride, it's addiction, obviously, like there's that too. But then and we're just dumb, and we know better, and we're just not doing, but we're giving in to just comfortability and just lacking, bro. Like, and when you really think deeper and self-reflect and get accountable deeper than yourself, like, you see how it refrains you and how it tricks you and messes you up in little slight ways. And then think about we all let so many things build up in ways, but and it's just knowing yourself and just being, just, you know what I'm saying? It's we can so much to talk about. But they say, like, these random thoughts you get, the things you see, just push them out, and like you push them away. Like, it feels so good, bro. Like, it does. Like, it feels mad good to, like, when you can just chill your free mind. You know what I'm saying? You know what you do. Like, it is what it is. But like, and you can just focus on what you got to. You know how to maneuver and do it. But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like we just need more. People just push the fact that it's just a lot of these things are not that serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once again, the model, you know what I'm saying? But it's just to push these things. It's not that serious, but just like how, it's just more so to how to help people understand. And listen, in the Bible it says for everybody to avoid sexual immorality. Every man should have his wife, and every woman should have her husband. You know what I'm trying to say? And sex is the one sin you sin against your body. You know what I'm trying to say? It's the only sin that you sin against your own body. You know what I'm saying? Our body is a temple. It holds our soul. You know what I'm saying? The Holy Spirit. It's we're tweaking.